Hi, welcome to HeKate's Crossing. Okay, you're learning tarot. You've done the first 8 cards, 0 to 7. Now you're pulling out from 8 to 14, and you pick up some decks, like, for example, this Angel Tarot, and it comes out Justice, where if you pull out the Radleigh Smith, it's Strength, and you're like, oh my god, what's going on? I'm really confused. I'm just learning tarot. Why have they done that? Some decks do that. You will get some that are sort of Tarot de Marseille or Thoth styled, or the creator has just decided to do that, and trying to stick to the traditional Tarot de Marseille or the Thoth style decks. They have created Justice as number 8, and with the Rider-Waite Smith type decks, the 8 is Strength. But let's go. You're working with a deck that is got as number 8 is Justice. So we're going to pull out the Justice card here, which is number 11 in the Rider-Waite Smith, because you're wanting to learn with the Tarot de Mas. You're wanting to learn with the Angel Tarot here, or you're wanting to learn a little bit more about what this card means. So you look at the meanings here, and it says Justice with Archangel Radleigh, and you've got, let's put my glasses on. I should always put them on before I start here. It's about fear and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. Okay. So here, and you've got some scales in the images. So scales is about balance or equilibrium, trying to find some balance. And swords could be about cutting something away. Maybe it's about the truth. You've got some pillars here. So pillars could be about, again, you've got that sense of balance, duality, whatever the two of something is, polarity. So it just gives you a little bit of an idea of what the cards can be when you look at the two cards together. Look at the two cards together, and you can see the similarities of the cards. So it gives you that idea of, okay, so now I know Justice could be about a sense of fear and just decisions. Do what I know is right. Maybe I need to stand up for my beliefs. It gives me some idea of what some of the keywords could be for that card. So next we have card number 9, which is the Hermit. So we pull out the Hermit there. Let's pull out the Hermit here. Now let's have a look at the similarities. Okay, we've got a lantern, we've got a staff, we've got an old man, and it's talking about spending time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. Okay, so when we bring up the Hermit, we're talking about being in meditation. Well, that's easy. Maybe we're learning about our spirituality. Maybe there's a sense of self-discovery and who we are. Okay, well, that gives me an idea of what that card means. Okay, so next we're going to look at card number 10, which is the Wheel, or the Wheel of Fortune. Let's pull out the Wheel of Fortune here. Okay, so it's a wheel, okay, with the zodiac signs on it in this case. Okay, this one here has got tarot in it. Okay, so that's a little bit different. That's cool. It's still a wheel. Okay, and it's got the 4 elements, connecting to the 4 elements around here. 4 elements in here. This is Archangel Michael. Okay, this is a time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward, and it tells us that fortune's on our side. So we know that it's got good fortune, good things being moved into a more positive area, and things are suddenly moving. Okay, that gives me an idea of what that one means. Okay, so I'm getting there. Okay, I don't want that one there. Okay, let's have a look at card number 11. Okay, so we're looking at Strength now. Okay, so this card here, which is 8 in the Rider-Waite Smith, we get that. That's okay. That doesn't matter. It's still Strength. And it's talking about great inner strength, making sure we don't have any harsh judgments about anything. It's about forgiveness and compassion. Okay, so we're talking about a great inner strength. Release harsh judgments, forgiveness and compassion. Okay, I get that. All right. Next is card number 12. We're looking at, okay, this says Awakening, but this one is Hanged Man. Okay, so that's cool. I get that. That's a bit different in this case. Okay, so with Awakening, instead of Hanged Man, which is the same thing, looking at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill, and it's important to be yourself. Okay, looking at things from a different perspective, you can see that because you're looking at things from a different angle. That's cool. A temporary, yep, you stand still because you're tied up for whatever reason. And it's important to maybe you're being judged for being yourself, and that's why you're hanging upside down. Okay, get that there. Okay, number 13 is Death. Okay, but they call this one Release. The end of a phase or a situation. It's an ending of something. Spiritual transformation. Okay, so it's talking about changes and things going on, and it's telling us that it's a time to move on. The horse tells us that it's time to move on. Okay, get that. That's interesting combination of cards. Okay, next one is Temperance, but we have Balance here with the Angel Tarot. And so, okay, so we get that because they're both card 14 in this one. The need for balance and moderation. Moderation, okay, cooperation and compromise, and it's about waiting for perfect timing. Okay, and we're blending things together or merging things together, merging the water together, 1 foot on, 1 foot off. Okay, yeah, that's the same there. So interesting, we start to look at the similarities and the differences, and that's how we sort of start to sort of learn. So you've got a deck with some keywords on it. You've got your Rider-Waite Smith that doesn't have anything on it, and you're just trying to compare those keywords with the cards, and you're just going to start learning them through that way. So you go through and you go, okay, justice we talked about was a sense of balance. Definitely feels like do know what's right, stand up for your beliefs. Okay, the Hermit. So we go through and we're just going to keep learning through that thing. We're just going to go through and look at the cards, look at the similarities, look at what makes sense, what doesn't, and how we're going to move on from that and find what works for you, because it's always going to be different. But it just gives you an idea of how you can compare two different decks, one's with keywords and one without, and so you can start learning what the Rider-Waite Smith cards can give you. Just gives you an idea, gives you a starting point, just to sort of start developing, just gives you that beginning of the learning process. So you've gone through, you've had a look at the cards, you've got your idea of what works for you, what the cards mean, you've looked at the imagery again, you've looked at the different things, the things that are similar, things that are different. Just gives you that next stage in learning the cards. And that's exactly what you want to do for you. Okay, so let's pull out. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull, just going to shuffle those 8 cards. Those 7 cards, 8 cards, 7 cards. And we're just going to go through 7 cards, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, 7 cards. And we're just going to pull out 1. Okay, we've got the Justice card, and we're going to pull out a second one, and we've got Temperance. So Justice we know is about maybe there is standing up for your convictions, maybe you need to look at the truth of the situation, maybe you're trying to find a sense of balance within the situation, maybe it's a just decision done, and it's about remembering that we're all in moderation in what's going on. So this is an important thing. So maybe this is about balancing out our emotions by knowing that everything is as it should be, that it is a just decision being made. It's a fair and just decision being made in the situation. It just gives us an idea of how to work with these cards. We're just remembering what we've been told with this deck here, with the keywords, and we're just applying it to our Rider-Waite Smith deck. So that's a good way to learn the cards, understand the cards, expand our knowledge. I mean, you can go through the books and get a bit more information, but we're just doing the basics at the moment. We're just sort of starting off, getting a basic understanding without getting too complicated. We don't want to get too complicated. This is just a real simple real basic understanding without getting too bogged down by too much information. We're just trying to keep it as simple as possible as we learn with the Angel Tarot, which we can learn straight from the box, and the Rider-Waite Smith, which takes a little bit more study, a little bit more learning and understanding, and we start to get there. We start to get to a little bit more of an understanding of tarot, letting to know the basics, so we can learn the basic meanings, get the basics sort of down to a pat, and then it makes it a little bit more easier in the overall picture. So that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care.